Have you ever noticed how the choices you make during the last 2 hours of your day completely dictate how well you sleep and how calm you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning?
It is so true. Most people spend their evenings scrolling on their phones or stressing about tomorrow, but a simple, relaxing night routine is actually the secret to feeling rested, peaceful, and organized. If you stay with us until the end of this conversation, you will master easy, real-world English words and phrases to describe your evening habits with complete confidence.
Welcome, everyone, to today's special episode. If you are looking for an easy English podcast to help you learn English, improve English listening, and master English for daily life, you are in the exact right place. I am your host, Emily, and joining me today is David.
It is fantastic to be here, Emily. So many learners who want simple English for beginners search online for practical lessons like daily routine at night, English conversation for beginners, my morning routine in English, vocabulary, mistakes, and real conversation, or daily routine, A1 English, talk about your day. Because learning how to talk about your evening habits is one of the most natural ways to build fluency. Today, we are taking you step by step through everything that happens from the moment you wrap up your daytime tasks until your head hits the pillow, so you get high-value English speaking practice.
That is right. Mastering how to talk about your daily routine at night gives you immediate English speaking practice that you can use with friends, family, or language partners. Let us begin with step number 1, transitioning from work or school to evening calm.
In our previous daily routine lessons, we talked about morning coffee and busy afternoon schedules. But what happens when your work or school day officially ends? In English, native speakers call this time the early evening, usually between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Exactly. When you step through your front door after a long day, the first thing you want to do is leave work stress outside. In natural spoken English, we use phrases like, I arrive home, I kick off my shoes, I change into comfortable clothes, and I wash my hands.
Let us break down those key expressions for English for beginners. The phrase kick off my shoes is a casual, friendly way to say you remove your shoes quickly right after entering your house. For example, as soon as I get home, I kick off my shoes and put on my slippers.
And when you swap your formal work outfit or school uniform for soft clothes, like sweatpants or a cozy shirt, you say, I change into comfortable clothes.
What about mental relaxation, Emily? How do native speakers talk about resetting their mind in the early evening?
We use the verb unwind. To unwind means to slowly relax and release tension after being busy. You can say, I like to unwind by sitting on the couch for 15 minutes, or listening to music helps me unwind after a hectic day.
That is such an essential word for daily English conversation practice. Now let us explore step number 2, preparing and enjoying evening meals.
Dinner time is often the heart of an evening conversation. Whether you cook for yourself or eat with family, describing food prep in English is super practical.
In simple A1, A2 English, you can use action verbs like I cook dinner, I prep vegetables, I set the table, or I heat up leftovers.
Let us explain prep and leftovers. To prep is short for prepare. It means chopping vegetables, measuring ingredients, or getting things ready to cook. And leftovers refer to extra food saved from a meal you cooked earlier. For example, you can say, I was tired last night, so I just heated up leftovers for dinner. Or, we set the table and sat down together as a family. While eating, people often chat about how their afternoon went. You can ask someone, how was your day? And they might reply, it was busy, but good. Or, it was a bit tiring, but I'm glad to be home.
What about the cleanup after dinner, David? Cleaning up is an unavoidable part of every daily routine in English.
You can use clear, simple phrases like, I clear the dishes, I wash the plates, I wipe down the counters, or I load the dishwasher. To wipe down means to clean a flat surface, like a counter or table, using a damp cloth.
Now, let us move to step number 3, evening hobbies and peaceful relaxation. Between 7:30 p.m. and 9 p.m., most people enjoy an hour or two of personal free time before getting ready for bed.
How do people talk about their favorite night hobbies in clear, natural English?
You can use everyday sentences like, I watch a show. I read a chapter of my book. I brew a warm cup of tea, or I go for a quiet night walk.
Notice the verb brew, David. To brew tea or coffee means to mix herbal tea leaves or coffee grounds with hot water. Herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint are very popular at night because they do not contain caffeine.
That is right. You can say, I brew a cup of chamomile tea every night to help my body relax.
Another peaceful habit is listening to an easy English podcast while resting on the couch. It is a zero-stress way to gain English listening practice before going to sleep.
Now, let us reach step number 4, digital sunset and evening mindset routines. Emily, many wellness experts talk about a digital sunset. What does that mean, and how do we talk about it in English?
A digital sunset means turning off electronic screens like smartphones, tablets, and laptops about an hour before bed so your brain can produce melatonin and prepare for deep sleep.
To describe this in English, you can say, I put away my phone, I turn off my laptop, I plug in my charger, or I dim the bedroom lights.
The verb dim means to lower the brightness. You can say, around 9:30 p.m., I dim the lights in my bedroom so the room feels cozy and quiet.
Another powerful night habit is journaling in English. Journaling simply means writing down a few thoughts, goals, or reflections in a notebook before bed.
You do not need to write long essays. You can write 3 simple sentences. Today, I felt productive. I practiced my English listening for 20 minutes. I am grateful for a quiet night.
Writing a few sentences every night reinforces new English vocabulary, strengthens grammar patterns, and helps you think directly in English right before you fall asleep.
Now, let us move to step number 5, hygiene rituals and skincare before bed. Personal care routines are a huge part of our daily routine at night.
To talk about personal care in simple English, you can use action phrases like, I take a warm shower, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I floss, and I apply moisturizer.
Let us highlight the word moisturizer. A moisturizer is a cream or lotion you rub onto your skin to keep it soft and hydrated. You can say, after I wash my face, I apply moisturizer so my skin stays healthy.
And after taking care of your skin and teeth, you put on night clothes. In English, we say, I put on my pajamas, or I get dressed for bed.
Now, let us explore step number 6, final bedtime habits and going to sleep. This is the ultimate stage of your evening conversation practice.
Right before getting into bed, most people prepare their room for the next morning. You can say, I set my alarm clock, I pull down the blinds, and I climb into bed.
Notice the expression, set my alarm. You set your alarm so it wakes you up at the right time tomorrow. For example, I set my alarm for 6:30 a.m. every weeknight.
And when you are finally lying in bed under the covers, you can say, I turn off the bedside lamp, I close my eyes, and I fall asleep.
Pay attention to the difference between go to sleep and fall asleep. Going to sleep refers to the action of lying down with the intention of sleeping. Falling asleep refers to the moment your body actually transitions into sleep. You can say, I went to bed at 10 p.m., but I didn't fall asleep until 10:30 p.m.
Now, let us dive into step number 7, full, real-life conversational scenarios. Emily and I are going to demonstrate complete dialogues so you can listen, repeat, and practice at home.
Scenario A, talking with a housemate or partner about your evening. David, imagine I am asking you about how you spend your nights.
Hey, Emily, how do you usually spend your time after work?
Well, as soon as I get home around 5:30 p.m., I kick off my shoes and change into comfortable clothes. Then I prep vegetables and cook a simple dinner.
Nice. Do you watch TV after dinner?
Sometimes, but usually I brew a cup of chamomile tea, read a book, and put away my phone by 9:30 p.m. What about you, David?
I usually heat up leftovers, go for a quick evening walk, and set my alarm before I fall asleep around 10:30 p.m. That sounds like a very peaceful daily routine at night.
Notice how small